y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Avery, in case you've forgotten, because I haven't been on here in so long. I'm really sorry. Today I figured that I would do a full glam makeup tutorial, and I'm going to do a talk through. I don't think I've even ever done a makeup tutorial talk through. I always do a voiceover, so it may be a little long. I'm not going to lie, because it's going to be full glam. I'm doing like every single step that I would do if I were like going to an event, and I'm going to talk you through it. So if you're hungry, go grab a snack right now, because this may be a longer video than some of my others. I think I'm going to kind of recreate the makeup look that I personally wore on New Year's Eve. I posted it on Instagram, but I never did a tutorial on it, so I'm going to do that. And this would be a perfect look for prom. I know prom season's coming up, so this would be a really good look to recreate for your prom or any event. I feel like there's a bunch of things that go on in the springtime that you get all dressed up for, so this would be great for any of those. So if you're interested in this full glam makeup tutorial, please keep watching. Okay, so I'm just going to start. I'm going to put on this headband and pull my hair back. So cute. I look like a little girl. And I already moisturized my face, so I'm going to go ahead and prime it. And I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And this is the light one, because the light is better for oily skin, and we all know that I have oily skin. So I'm just going to go ahead. I usually put like 2 dots on my finger like that, and then I'll just tap them together to get some on both hands, and then just rub it in. Some primers I like to press in and tap in, like the thicker, more like jelly-like feeling ones. But this one just feels like a thin moisturizer to me, so I just rub it in. Can't say that this is my favorite primer, but I've still been using it, so I obviously don't dislike it. So now that we have our face prime, I'm going to start with the eyes first, because I'm going to be using tape on my eyes, which y'all are probably like, what? That is strange, but I'll explain. So I'm going to go ahead and prime them. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and this is the color Fair Neutral, which I think is the lightest color, but I mean, look at me, I am glowing. And then I'm just going to blend that in with my beauty blender. You want to be sure, if you're using a beauty blender, that you get it wet before using it. Just run it under the faucet and squeeze it a bunch of times, and you'll start feeling it expand. And once you feel like it's expanded all the way, then just wring it out real good. You might want to like dry it on a paper towel. Sometimes I just squeeze mine in my towel to make sure there's no excess water, because you don't want it like sopping wet. You just want it damp. Just blend that in. Okay, so now for the tape. I'm going to be putting tape on the outer corner of my eye, and this is just going to give me that really sharp effect with my eyeliner and my eyeshadow. And this is totally optional. You do not have to whip out your Scotch tape to do this. You can use, I know Carly Bible, she just uses like the edge of her any bottle that has like a flat edge like this, and she'll hold it there while she's applying her eyeshadow. But my arms just get tired, so I use tape. So you want to get one piece out, and you want to stick it somewhere to get most of the stickiness off, because your eye is such a sensitive area. You don't want to put like full force tape on there and then be ripping it off and pulling on your skin. So I just put mine on the back of my hand, and then you're going to line it up. You want to start at your bottom lash line and go up toward the tail of your eyebrow. That's how you want your wing to be lined up. So even if you're just applying a winged eyeliner, when you're starting to draw your wing, that's what you want to line it up with, is the very corner of your bottom lash line, and you want to go up toward the tail of your eyebrow. So, let me get this mirror. I'm just going to pop this on from that outer corner going up toward my eyebrow. And I will say, this is not the most comfortable process, so you're probably going to put it on and be like, I can't do this. But you can. Just tough through it. It won't be long. Then I'm just getting another piece and doing the same thing on the other side. You want to make sure that they're as even as possible, because you don't want one wing like way out here and one going up real sharp. So try to make sure that they're even and kind of positioned in the same area. And then you want to make sure that they're pushed down flat all along that edge right there where you're going to be applying shadow. I'm going to start off with my Morphe 35N palette, and this is just all matte shadows. So I was playing last night in makeup. I probably should have cleaned my brushes off. I'm going to start just with the transition color, and I'm going to go in with this top row, this very neutral brown tone. It's probably like one shade darker than my natural skin tone. And I'm just going to apply that into the crease and then blend it up. Not too far up. You don't want to go to your eyebrow with it. But I'm not worrying about blending it like down onto my lid, because we're going to be applying a pigment later. So when you're blending, you want to go all the way. And this is, with the tape, it's really easy because you can be so sloppy and just run all over that tape because you're going to be taking it off. So if you're like a beginner and you're not very good at blending your eyeshadow out, using tape is a good thing to do, even if you're not trying to get like that dramatic, sharp wing look. It's just an easy way to kind of be mistake free. Doing the same thing on this eye, just going back and forth, side to side, and then I'll kind of start swirling it up just to blend that in. And that was on a Morphe M441 brush. Then on a little bit smaller of a brush, this is a M433 brush. I'm going to start with this purpley brown color right here on the second row and work that into my crease as well. This color I'm not blending up as far as that first transition color that we used. I'm blending it into that color, but I'm not taking it up as far. That way you can still see that very outer rim of that first color that we put on there. And this color I am bringing down onto the side, right there in that outer V area. Then I'm just taking that first brush that we used, not adding any product, just going in and blending that all out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this MAC Pigment, and this is in the color Whisper Pink, and I think it is the prettiest thing on earth. I hope y'all can see that. It's just like this kind of iridescent, fairy, sparkly pink color. And this is going to be what we're putting on our lid. Sigma E55 brush. I'm going to spritz this with Fix Plus just to give this pigment a little more pigment. And it helps it stick on a little better, having some wetness to it, because these are just like kind of like a loose glitter is how I would explain them. But they're not glitter. They're meant for your eyes. And then I'm just going to pack that onto my lid. And you want to use pressing motions, pressing it onto your eyelid so that you don't lose all of your product. If you were to wipe like swipe it across your lid like you do some eyeshadows, it would mostly all fall out. And that's not cute. Okay, so far this is the look that we have. I'm going to take another blending brush. I'm not sure which one. I think I'm going to take this Sigma E25, which is basically the same thing as this Morphe M433. Like, can't really tell that much of a difference. This one might be a little fluffier. I'm going to take this, and then I'm just going to take a deeper purple color. I think I'm going to get this one right here on this bottom row, the third from the left. And I'm going to start really working that into that outer V and into the crease. Then on this Morphe M32, I think it's supposed to be a 1, but that looks like an I. I think it's M321 brush. I'm going to take that same purple color and then just dip it in this black a little bit and really get that outer V darkened up. Okay, then I'm taking that first brush that we used, and with no additional product, just going to blend those edges to make sure that nothing is looking choppy or unblended. Now you can go ahead and apply your eyeliner with the tape on if you think you need the help of lining it up, but you're going to see when I pull the tape off, you're going to have a very sharp line. So I find that it's easier for me to just go ahead and take the tape off, and then I can just use that line as a guide when I'm applying my eyeliner. So I'm going to take the tape off. You don't want to rip it. Gently. And so you have that nice sharp line. Intense. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I just got this. I've been wanting it, and it's always sold out, and they had it yesterday at Ulta. So I played with it a little bit last night, and I liked it, but I haven't like actually used it. So this is going to be kind of a first impression. I'm going to first, I can't talk. I just line the top of my eye first, and then I start on the wing. Oh, girl. I can't do it holding it like that. I'm really sorry. I really like this eyeliner. I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on. And recently I've been mixing the Too Faced Born This Way with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Because I found that the Too Faced Born This Way was it made me oily if I wore it by itself. And I saw Manny MUA mix these two together, and I had been really wanting to try the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline. And I got it and I really liked it, and so when I saw him mixing them, I was like, that is a great idea. So I just mix it on the back of my hand and take whatever's left on my finger and put it on my chin and get to blending. I think my camera is about to die. So then I'm just tapping my Beauty Blender into that and blending it onto my face. Okay, so now I'm going to conceal and highlight using the same Urban Decay concealer, and I'm going to apply that in a triangle going under my eye. And on my chin, my cupid's bow, down the middle of my nose, and a little onto the forehead, and then blend that all in. Now I'm going to set all of those spots that I just concealed with the banana powder in the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. And we're just going to tap that onto anywhere that I applied that concealer. Because you want to be sure to set your concealer so it doesn't crease or move or any of those terrible, ugly things. Now I'm going to take the Laura Mercier. I've always said that this is the translucent powder, but this is actually the invisible loose setting powder, and it says universal. So I don't really know the difference, but it's basically a translucent powder, and I'm going to set my whole face with it. Now I'm going to bronze and contour. I like setting my face with powder before because I feel like it blends out easier, your contour does. So I'm going to take this middle color to bronze with first, just on a fat brush. And just kind of sloppily, never know if that's a word, sloppily, hit those areas. It's the same spots that you contour. I just don't really focus it in and like carve out those areas. Like, look at that orange jiggle. I don't focus in on those areas and like really carve it out yet. I just kind of get that bronzer laid down there, and then we're going to go back in and contour. So then with this Sigma small contour brush, it's in F05, I'm going to take this color right here on the end and contour. And if you're wanting to add a little more plumpness look to your lip, you can take a little bit of that contour shade and dust it under your bottom lip. And it creates that shadow under there that makes it look like your lip is just that big. Alrighty, So now I'm going to take this Morphe M459 brush, and I'm going to clean up that contour using the Laura Mercier same translucent powder, universal powder, whatever. Just let that bake for a few seconds, and then we can dust it off. I'm going to do my brows off camera, but I did get the new Anastasia brow definer, and at first I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pretend like I loved it, but I've used it a few times now, and it's growing on me. It really is. Okay, so brows are on, and now I'm going to apply lashes, and these are by Lena Lashes, and it's in the style Bianca. These are mink lashes, and they are very, very dramatic, so just prepare yourself. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some glue, and I'm probably going to apply some shadow on my lower lash line while the glue dries, because when you're putting on false eyelashes, you want your glue to get really tacky, so you want it to dry almost all the way before you put it on. You don't want to just put the glue on your lash and then immediately go in and try to put it on, because then that's when it starts sliding around everywhere. I'm just going to take this small definer brush, it's in Morphe M432 brush, and line the lower lash line with that dark purple color. And I took that almost all the way in, but not all the way to the corner. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush, and with that lighter purple shade that we used, one of the first colors, I'm going to blend that color out. Prep your lashes with a little bit of mascara before you put them on. So I'm just going to put literally like one coat to kind of get my lashes standing up. And now I'm going to go in and apply this lash. So then you just want to, after you get it on and in position, you just want to press it down to make sure that it is stuck to your lash line. And you want to squeeze it and your real lashes together. A lot of times I go in with my tweezers and do this, but that freaks people out a lot. So you can do it with your fingers. Or I can right now because I don't have my claws on. So one lash is on. I mean, can we look at the difference here? Like, this side is Glam, this side is not. Okay, so I'm going to apply glue to this other lash. And when I'm applying the glue, I always start by applying it in the middle and then work my way out to the edges. That way, you know, sometimes when you first squeeze the glue, it'll be like a huge glob comes out. That way you won't have a huge glob right there on the corners. So while that dries, what can we do? Blush. I'm going to be using MAC Melba blush on this It Cosmetics brush. It says number 227 Flawless Blush. And I'm going to dust any of that powder off, which there's not much to dust off, but. And then let's go ahead and get this lash on. One lash always goes on great, and then the other one wants to play games with you. Okay, so lashes are on. I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I've been mixing Champagne Pop and Opal now just because I have them both, and why not? But you by no means need two highlighters. One is just fine, or if you don't want to highlight at all, you can do that. So I'm going to go in with Champagne Pop first and apply it all over. Kind of bring it up. On Cupid's bow and down the nose. Then I'm going to take Opal and put it on top of Champagne Pop. And I'm also going to take Opal on a Morphe E36 brush and apply this on the inner corner of my eye. And a little bit on right under my brow, on my brow bone. We are almost done. The last thing is lips, and if I can find my lip liner, it's hiding. I'm going to line my lips with Spice and fill them almost all the way in except for the very middle. Okay, now that I have those lined, I'm going to go in with this Buxom True Nude Lip Foundation Crayon, which any super nude lipstick will work. I'm going to pop this right there in that middle where I didn't put on the Spice lip liner. So this is kind of going to be a subtle ombre look. I'm going to tap that with my fingers to kind of blend it together. And then I'm going to go in with Gerard Cosmetics Buttercream Lip Gloss, which is just kind of a nudie baby doll pink color. And which is obviously almost out. I'm going to put that all over. And this really blends it all together, so you don't have like a dramatic ombre. Then I'm going to set my whole face with Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, and this is the oil control one. I know the all-nighter one works really well too, especially if you're going like to prom or something, so that's a good one. But you know me and my oily face, so anything that says oil control I try. So you want to shut your eyes but not squeeze them tight. Whoa, 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 no, no. We have not applied mascara on our lower lashes. Just going to do a little coat of that. Now I'm going to set my makeup. Close your eyes but don't squeeze them, and just kind of let your face rest. You don't want to have any type of expression on your face because you don't want any like wrinkles or lines to be formed when you're setting your makeup. And this is the final look. So I know this is super dramatic. It's definitely not an everyday like go-to makeup tutorial. This is for all of those special events that you have coming up, or if you just feel like being glam one day. I mean, I'm not judging. So I really hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm glad I finally could get back and film a video for y'all. If you did enjoy this video and you like this look, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe. If you do recreate this look and wear it to prom or to any special formal event, don't forget to tag me so I can see y'all's pictures and see what you look like. So I'm not positive when I'll get another video up. I'm going to try to get some up. I know I took a long time off, but no promises. I don't want to lie and tell y'all it'll be next week and then me not get one up next week. So y'all have a good week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe even a month, and I will see y'all next time. Now what? My left hand is so retarded. Sounds like somebody just pulled up in my house. Oh, my nose is really. So I think I'm gonna. No. Scratch. Skirt. And if you recreate this look, if you wear it to prom or anything, don't forget to tag me. That is an eagle. I swear that was an eagle. Wow. I was doing so well. I'm so bad. Like, I literally have this full face of makeup on and I'm about to go downstairs and eat ramen noodles and wash it all off.